Hey everybody, this is the unpublished first pilot episode of Edible Eds. That'd be funny to kind of go back and look at it and see the differences from then and now. So I'm making carne asada stuffed nachos with pickled red onions and a pico de gallo. As we can see here, going through these onions to prep them for the pickled onions, and I'm using my super utility steak knife to do all the cutting. We recently moved to our place at this point, and I didn't have my chef's knives and stuff at hand. So I used this steak knife for like everything because it was the sharpest knife I had. So here we go, making the pickled onions, putting it in the container with some lime juice and some salt and pepper, some apple cider vinegar. There was Emma. She ran by there. And some garlic and herb seasoning. And again, I used my utility steak knife there. And I got my shake weight going on here, making sure everything was mixed and combined. Now working on the pico de gallo, chopping up rustic chops of that tomato there for that pico de gallo. Look at this technique right here. Yeah. Can't learn that. That's a gift kind of technique. Chopping up these onions. Again, that utility steak knife comes in handy for everything. If you don't have one, you definitely should look into buying one. It's fantastic. Jeez. And here goes the onions. Half the onions fall out of the bowl. Let's see that again. There's my pickled onions and my rustic pico de gallo. Time to griddle up our carne asada. I use my olive oil and ghee mixture and throw that in there. So this recipe came about when we first moved here. We had a couple family and friends come over, and I wanted to make something for them. So I looked in my fridge and what I had, and I didn't want to just make quesadillas. So I made a bunch of these quesadillas using corn tortillas and some cheese and the carne asada, and I cut them into, as you can see, my camera work here is great. I didn't have a tripod either at this point, so I'm holding it, trying to cut it. So I cut it into the tortilla shapes, sprinkled some cheese on top, put the pickled onions, put the pico de gallo, and called it stuffed nachos. In later iterations, I actually fry the tortilla chips so they become more crisp, like regular tortilla chips. And here's Emma Bites. Oh, she's so cute. Look how small she is.
It's yummy?
Is it a thumbs up? Give mommy thumbs up if it's yummy.
Oh, wow. Is it Yeah?
I love watching these old videos of her, how tiny she was. And she's always loved eating food. A little foodie ever since she was born. Thanks for watching this real flashback episode of Edible Ed. Stay tuned for next week where we'll come up with something even crazier.
His name is Ed, and he's got a